everybody, and when you've been travelling and unfortunately all your biscuits are broken, even my favourite biscuit, which is rich tea biscuit, you think to yourself, what am I going to do? And I found a solution. I'm actually going to make the famous Tiffin cake. It's sometimes called chocolate Tiffin, and it originally comes from Scotland. It's a very simple recipe, and I've got my nephew who's actually going to watch me and help you make the Tiffin cake, because we need to make some tricks and treats for Halloween, don't we? We need to make some nice things for your friends. So the recipe, or should we say the ingredients, so you need 3 tablespoons of sugar, lots of dried sweet fruits such as raisins, handful, yeah, 225 grams of broken biscuits, 150 grams of butter. We also need 3 tablespoons of golden syrup, and you can either make it, or in England you can actually buy it. And this is, we need some chocolate cocoa, so we're going to use this. And the most important thing is lots of chocolates. So I have here, William's actually helped me, we've actually melted this chocolate.
Yeah,
we need about 225 grams of chocolates. Some people use milk chocolate, but here I'm actually using dark chocolate. And of course you're going to need a dish for your Tiffin cake, or you can use these little cute cake cases with the Union Jack. And I mentioned to you earlier on that the Tiffin is originally from Scotland, and did you know that the blue colour in Union Jack is actually the St Andrew's cross from Scotland? So let's now go to the next part of the recipe. Let's start a recipe and start making our Tiffin cake. So I'm now going to make the Tiffin cake. It's very easy. First of all, I actually have to melt the butter. Now, my nephew wanted me to use the cauldron to make the Tiffin cake mixture, but I said, I'm sorry, you can't put plastic actually on the gas cooker. So that's his trick or treat cauldron. So you first melt the butter. You also add the 3 tablespoons of sugar.
What kind of sugar?
Oh, any sugar. I mean, I decided to use brown sugar because I love the taste of brown sugar, but normal granulated sugar is fine. And lots of golden syrup. As I mentioned before, it's very easy to find golden syrup in England. Not so easy abroad, but golden syrup is just basically sugared water, but it's so much better when you actually buy it. So lots of adds a nice sweet taste to it.
Do you think you could maybe use maple syrup?
Yes, you could actually. So if you couldn't find golden syrup, you could actually add maple syrup. Really good idea actually. Some cocoa powder. This actually is for hot chocolate, but it tastes and smells so nice.
So
that.
Is that cocoa powder?
Yeah, a bit of cocoa powder. So I'm now melting the mixture.
Let's have a look at it.
So it's all nice, very sweet. I mean, it's trick-or-treating this week, and this is definitely for me a treat because I love Tiffin cake. So I'm just melting the...
Maybe I should put something horrible in it to make it your trick.
I think if I was going to be really horrible, I probably would add this, which is some Marmite.
Oh, I love Marmite. That's actually still a treat for me.
Yeah, but I don't know about Marmite and chocolate together. Some people like Marmite and chocolate, but not for me. So it's so easy to make Tiffin cake. It's so easy.
How's that mixture looking?
Yeah, it's a mixture. So now that the butter is nicely melted, all you need to do now is to add the raisins, which is nice and sweet, and the broken biscuits.
What kind of biscuits have you used?
Oh yeah, this is the rich tea. Because I was travelling with my rich tea biscuits, and then they just broke, and I just thought, you know, what do you do with like broken biscuit?
It's a really good idea.
Best thing to do is to make Tiffin cake. So I'm just going to mix that all in, and I will show you the next step in a minute.
Delicious.
The only thing I need to do now is to put biscuits, raisin, butter, and cocoa and golden syrup mixture with the raisins into the actual dish, which I'm doing now. And the Tiffin is actually a flat cake, so it's very important that when you do put it in the dish, it's nice and flat, like this. Okay. I have to say I've actually tasted it. It tastes really, really nice. And let me just add some of the raisins, because Tiffin wouldn't be Tiffin without all the raisins. And then I'm going to put some in my little cupcake cases, so we can give it as a present for Halloween. I'm sure the children will love that. In fact, I said to you that Tiffin is actually a Scottish recipe, and the most famous biscuit from Scotland is actually shortbread, where in England we tend to use rich tea, or in my case, broken biscuits.
Tiffin chocolate's very popular, like Cadbury's Tiffin's always been
Yeah, and I remember
a staple in Ireland.
Yeah, I remember you bought it for me when it first came out in Ireland, and it was the first time I discovered Tiffin actually. It was when you brought back some Tiffin Cadbury's from Ireland. So I've put them into a cupcake, so that's going to be really nice. And then I'm just going to pour the
Yes,
and basically I'm just adding now the dark chocolate. A lot of people like milk chocolate, but I think that for cooking you should only use dark chocolate. And it will nicely soak. Leave it in the fridge for 2 hours, and then it's ready. And that's
delicious.
why sometimes it's called fridge cake.
Fridge cake.
Yeah, so I can put it here.
Oh, they look pretty.
Yeah. I think William would like to give this to his dad for Halloween. So, very easy.
Oh, lovely Tiffin cake. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Yeah.